Okay, so that car missing the cruise control, and I looked up the schematic, and here is the cruise control stick, what it should look. So it's only one wire and then resistors to the ground. And now I'm gonna measure this one. We don't need this connector anymore because that car doesn't have that kind of connector. So now it's easier to measure that resistance. Let me change this wire probes. Okay, so now we have a resistance meter, and when I push this on off, it should be it's just a short circuit, and it is. Cruise is 240. So what is the cruise? Sorry, res is 240. Okay, it's 240. Set will be 630. 630, yes. And the cancel is 1540. And it is. Okay, so this gonna work with the car. Now we just need to make a hole to the steering wheel. It doesn't have this hole already, so I just need to drill hole, maybe with some kind of, I have this kind of, this is too small, that is too big. I have more here. Still is too small. That one should do it. Yes. So we use this 32mm drill to make a hole to the steering wheel. But I first need to, I still waiting, I have ordered brake switch, which should be also replaced because that car has only two wires, only one switch connectors, so I need to replace it with 4 wire connectors, and I'm waiting that the wires are there, but the switch is wrong. So you need to buy this one and the brake switch, and then mount it to the steering wheel, and I show the connector later. The brake switch is here. Looks like there is nut, locking nut. And I don't know how I can get some tool there, because that bracket is on the way. I need to figure out this. Okay, so looks like I need to remove this trim, and then I can see the switch there. At this point I'm gonna disconnect the battery. Need to take off these connectors and there's also this connector here, and this hose, and then there is OPD and the hood mechanism. So I need to remove that and the OPD. And now I can remove this. Maybe we can smuggle this from. Okay. So now we have access. This is on the way also. I need to remove it. So do we have now enough space? This is so tiny, so crowd. And this is tight. I need to figure out this. I have only two 14mm wrench, and those are not suitable for that. I have plenty of 13mm wrenches, so I need to modify this, make it 14mm and then bend it to make a special tool for that. Making that special tool was worth it. Now I can unscrew this locking nut. I think now we can just turn this switch off here. So here we have. So the main difference between this and the new is that this has only 2 pins and this has 4, and these bigger ones is for brake light and those little one is for that cruise control. Okay, the switch is now there. I have to make those piggy tail wires for temporary so I can measure the switch. So like you say, now it's closed, and when I turn it a little bit anti-clockwise, sorry, I have to turn it clockwise, and now it's open. Close it, open. So now it's open, and when I press the pedal, it's closed. Open, closed. I just don't know how much tolerance I need to put here, so it doesn't give wrong signals. I forgot to mention that these wires has there is 4 wires installed already, so just need to replace that switch and put this cruise control lever. Okay, so the next thing is remove the steering wheel airbag. Battery is disconnected already, so need to remove these little caps, and the screw is T30. Okay, now it's loose. And then remove this switch. Okay, so the airbag is there. And now is the fun part. We need to figure out how we mount this and drill the hole here. I need to think about this. Okay, so I decided to remove this steering wheel from the car, so it's easier to drill the hole and figuring out how I mount this to the steering wheel. Earlier in the past they sell kit where is a steering wheel which has this already and the right kind of brake switch, but they don't sell those anymore. So only way to get this this cruise control to this car is to make it yourself or find a used steering wheel. But I'm gonna try this one because this and the switch is about less than 20 euros include shipping, so it's very cheap if I make this work, but we'll see. So this is the only place where the switch can mount, and I measured that somewhere there must be the hole, so wish me luck. So the cruise lever is now installed. It's mounted with 3 chip ties, and I put nut under this. Next I need to put this wires in this connector. I have the Schematic which I made earlier, or pinouts. So this is the connector, and this is the horn, and I need to connect only the GND and the cruise for this. I have to figure out this, what kind of connector this inside is, so I can put this directly in there, or I need to remove this one and just solder these wires to the car. But first I try to make this connector work. I try to remove this connector, but I can't do it, so I made a decision to just weld those, solder those wires in that connector. And this is the pinout of that connector. Okay, so now the wires are soldered directly in that connector. And here is once again this pinout. Okay, so now the steering wheel is back together, and the lever, cruise lever, is installed. It should be go on here, and it does. Okay, cruise is now on, and I press the switch, and it works. It's making the speed steady speed.